In this video, I'm going to show you how to create these leaves. Now, I've been using these leaves to help cover a very large outdoor gazing ball. It's about 700 millimeters wide, so it's really quite large. Now, if you haven't seen that particular video, I'll put a link at the top of the screen here, and that link will take you directly to it. I've also got a link on how to create the roses that I've been using for that gazing ball as well, so you might want to check that one out too. Now, when I'm creating these leaves, I like to choose glass that's a bit different on both sides. For instance, here's a piece of glass, and this side is different to this side. It's got a different design, and it's also got a different shade of green. Now, why I like to do that is because it adds a bit of interest to your leaf and your overall design. Now, before I get into that, I'm just going to break this. I've scored it, and certainly can freehand it, or you can use a ruler, whatever you want to do, and I'm just going to break that off because we're going to be using that. Now, the reason why I like to use the glass that's got a couple of different designs on each side or shades of colour, this is a leaf here, and I've used the same side of glass to create that leaf. And although it looks good, it's not as different as, say, this leaf here, where I've used both sides of the glass to create this leaf. So you've got this really lighter type of colour here, but this very bright colour here. And it just adds a bit more depth and interest, not only to your leaf, but also to your overall design of your mosaic, because leaves are not always identical in the garden. I've broken this strip of glass, and what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to roughly just create a leaf into the size that you want. And I'm really just roughly drawing it. I'm really not thinking about it too much. Then I'm going to get my QEP Extreme Double Wheeled Nippers, and I'm going to then cut in between each of those leaves. You can use a glass scorer if you like, and break in between each one if that's what you want to do, but I find this works quite well. And also it's quite quick. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my nippers again, and I'm going to just go around the edge and just cut it, just roughly. Doesn't have to be smooth unless you want your leaf to be smooth. Depends what leaf you're doing. But like I said earlier, leaves are all very different in the garden, so it really doesn't matter what you're doing. I'll just cut that bit there. There you go. And I'm just going to get my rag here and just wipe off the pen mark. That's it there, which I think looks quite good. And you could use that without a problem. That would work quite well. Now, if you wanted a smoother leaf, you could use your QEP nippers and just fix up that edge a bit as well. Or you could use a stained glass grinder if you wanted it really smooth. This piece is not going to be handled by anyone, so I'm not really, and because it's such a very, very large gazing ball, I'm really not wanting to grind the edges down because it's going to add a considerable amount of time to the project. So no one's going to be handling it, so I'm really not worrying about that too much. But I do want the serrated edge on this, so I'm not going to clean this up, but you can spend the time to do that, certainly, without a problem. Now I've taken the line off it, so now what I'm going to do, just to add a bit more interest to it, and like I say, you can leave that as it is, and it works quite well. But what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to get my Toyo pencil grips glass scorer, and you can use pretty well any glass scorer for this, and I'm going to put a bit of a curve in it. Now you can do a straight line if you want to, but I'm just going to put a bit of a curve in it. So I'm going to get to the end there, and just do that. Then I'm going to get my running pliers, and that's it there, which is quite a nice leaf, and you could let it go at that. But if I turn this over, you've now got a two-tone leaf, because this side here is a brighter green, and a brighter green compared to this side here, which is a lighter green. And so it adds a bit more interest. Now these don't match up perfectly because of how I've scored it, but it really doesn't matter because I've flipped it over. It really doesn't matter because it's going to fill up with grout and people aren't going to look at the individual piece. They're going to be looking at the overall design. So it's really creating a bit of an illusion because your leaves in the garden, like flowers, are not perfectly the same. I've always said perfection is the killer of creativity. So this works quite well for me, but there's always more than one way to do a project. Then what I do is I just get this and I put it on this laminate. Like that, and it's now ready for me to use when I want to. Now, if you want to know what this is a laminate. Now, you can use sticky tape, masking tape, all different things. But if you're interested in this particular one that I've used, I'll put a link in the top of the screen here as well, and that will take you to what I've used and also give you some other ideas as well. So anyway, I hope you've taken something away from this video. If you have any comments, put them in the bottom of the comments section of the YouTube channel. Perhaps you've got some different ways of creating your leaves. Put a comment down in there. Give the video a like if you find that you like the video, or share it if you find it interesting. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Enjoy.